Good night, Will. This is Ivan Amara. I decided to make another video. I'll make like a 34-minute video. I'm done. Yeah, the families, I think they threw them, they took my health card. So I got very angry and I had a big argument with my family, obviously. Yeah. And my stepfather threatened me to kick me out with the police, and he's like, hey, in 2026, I want you out of the house because we're fucking wicked people, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, you kick me out of the house when you lock the doors on me and I am working minimum wage. You're fucking wicked, man. Yeah, man. Sorry guys, I'm a little bit before I made this video I cried, obviously, right? Yeah, I broke down tears. So Gates are wicked people, man. Yeah. So now I have to go to the welfare to the place and get a new health card. Because the fucking families they lost my fucking health card. They were fucking wicked people, man. Yeah, man. So if it's hopeless, Ivan, yeah, it does feel hopeless because the gatekeepers are wicked people, man. They're fucking wicked people, man. I can't take this anymore. Same time, my wife Victoria Justice, my wife Victoria Justice, I don't even know who she is anymore, man. She's a fucking evil woman, man. Yeah, man. I know Victoria Justice won't listen as long as she's serving me and I can cry all these tears and everything. Victoria Justice is not gonna listen. She's still gonna keep seeing the guys, man. Victoria Justice is a crazy fucking woman, man. Hence why I swear to God, VJ, when I get my girlfriend, if you give me hell, I'm gonna ignore you. Because you're a fucking selfish bitch, man. You piss me off. And I'm gonna ignore you tonight when you cry to me because you're not gonna listen. You're gonna keep seeing the guys. I'm sick and tired of your manipulative crying. I'm not gonna take you seriously, man, because you're a fucking crazy woman, man. And they threatened to call the police. Yeah, I did, because I was very irritated. I was very, very angry at my stepmother because I left my health card in the plastic paper in the fridge and it's gone. And now they say that they didn't take my health card. They're fucking liars, man. They took my health card. And now you lost my fucking health card. Yeah. Now I have to go to the place and get another health card because they fucking lost my other health card, right? Yeah. So you cried, yeah. Before I made this video, I broke down in tears, man. I cried, man, yeah. Because they threatened to kick me out of the house in 2026. And they know if they kick me out of the house, I'll be homeless because I can't pay rent, collecting welfare checks or working minimum wage. Almer apartments are expensive, like $1,000 a month. I can't afford that. Even if I save money, it won't make a difference, right? Yeah. And the situation feels hopeless, obviously. I know I have the keys. I know I wrote my Zane's book, but I'm at a disadvantage because I'm poor. And the families are so rich, they can do shit to sabotage my book and everything. At the same time, my wife, Victoria Justice, pisses me off. She's blind. She doesn't listen, man. She keeps fucking guys, man. What the fuck is wrong with my wife, man? She's a fucking crazy woman. I'm talking to you, Victoria. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with you, man. Like, you know you have a husband, you keep fucking guys, man. Like, you're fucking crazy, man. That's why I wonder if it's even worth saving you, man. Should I just be single and not have to deal with your fucked up mess? Yeah, man. Tori Justice is a crazy woman, man. She's fucking crazy. Yeah, man. She's a reprobate, crazy woman. Yes, I have mentals and all stuff, but at least I'm fucking faithful, man. Was you're a fucking cheating whore, man. You're fucking crazy, man. That's why I'm gonna ignore you when you cry me tonight, BJ. And what? When I get my girlfriend, I'm gonna tell you to shut the fuck up and I'm gonna ignore you. Because you're a cheating whore and you piss me off. Yeah, there you go. So you cried tears. Yeah, I cried heavy tears before I made this video, right? I broke down in tears, man. Because the situation feels hopeless against the gatekeepers. Like, I can't do shit, man, yeah. They threatened to kick me out of the house in 2026. Yo, I'm going to kick you out of the house. You're gonna end up on the streets. And yeah, if they kick me out of the house, I'm gonna end up on the streets. Because minimum wage, you can't pay a rent with minimum wage. Even if I save 10 grand, 15 grand, that can last me for maybe 2 years. It doesn't make a difference, right? Yeah. Because gatekeepers are wicked people. That's why God gave you the keys, Ivan. I know you haven't died any trip, but there's a reason why God gave you the keys. That way you can open your own door and you don't have to tell the gatekeepers. That's why God gave you the keys, Ivan. Because the situation is so serious, obviously. They locked everything on you. Yeah, man. Yeah, my father knows I struggle with anxiety and with the keys and everything, but he gave me the keys for a reason because he knew the family's a reprobate, obviously. They locked everything on me. That's why he gave me the keys. And he also gave me the gift. That way I can write my amazing facts down, obviously. That's why I want to go back to Walford. That way I can invest. Because I know some bullshit's going to happen where they might perhaps kick me out of the house maybe in 1-2 years. And that's why I want to get my book done as quick as possible and get it proofread. It's on my cover. That way when the moment happens and they want to kick me out of the house, I'm going to tell them, look, man, before you kick me out of the house, I wrote my Zane's book. I want to get this up published. Because I know this is a ticket for me to be king. You locked everything on me. This is a ticket for me to be king, Sarah. I'm sorry, guys. I'm a little bit emotional right now. Yourself already told me, yeah, he told me 2026 I want you out of the house. Yeah, that's why by 2026 my book will be done, obviously. My book will be done and I'll have it proofread and I'll have my cover. And if they decide to kick me out of the house, I'm like, hey, before you kick me out of the house, I wrote this book, I want to get it self-published. And they know, yeah, this is Ivan's journey becoming king, yes. You lock all doors with me, I'm on it, I know you're the gatekeeper. I want to get this book self-published. And man, if you kick me out of the house and put me on the streets, this money's mine, and you're not. If you think for 1 second I'm gonna let you touch a dime of money after what you do, man, you're fucking crazy, man. Zero. You're not touching a fucking dime of money, man. Yeah, there you go. Zero. There you go. Yeah. You guys are wicked people. I'm not selling to your wicked Hollywood system. I'm not letting you take a dime of my money, man, after what you put me through my life, man, and having all those hundreds, those trillions in your bank. You're crazy. Zane's man's mine. Yeah, I remember my stepmother when I yelled at her earlier. She's like, "You should be respectful. Like, this is her house." I told her, I'm like, "Shut up! You didn't fucking create this place, man." I fucking told her that, and she was silent when I said that. Yeah, this may be your house, but you didn't fucking create this place, man. You're not the rightful heir. I am. You're not fucking God, man. You didn't create this place. Like, who the fuck do you think you are saying this is your fucking house? You didn't fucking create this place, man. You didn't create the universe. I did. And you don't deserve to control my fucking money. There you go. Like, you gotta have some balls to say that, like, you deserve to control my money. This is your house. You didn't fucking create this place, man. Me and Vijay did, and you think I'm gonna let you take my money? You're crazy. You're not fucking God, man. You're not the God of the universe. You didn't create the earth. I did. Without me, you wouldn't have a world to make your money, and you think you deserve to control my money. You're not even God. You're crazy. Yeah, man. Zero. The money on the books for me and Vijay is not for you. You're not touching a dime of my money, man. The billions, the 20 billion off the book, you're not touching, man. You make your trillions. This money's mine. You're not touching a dime of my money, man. You got to give the devils a piece of your man's and I, because gatekeepers are wicked people, obviously, Sarah. There's no hope for them. I wash my hands of them and reprobate. That's the symbols of the Bible. How it says there's no hope for Satan and his demons, obviously. Satan is a reprobate being, according to the Bible. Yeah, it's similar to the gatekeepers. Gatekeepers are reprobate people. They're willing to kick me out of the house and have me be homeless. And, like, having me separate my wife because they're crazy people, man. Yeah, like, as long as Ivan doesn't sell to me, he's not touching a dime. I'm like, I don't care if he's on the streets. Kick him out of the house. He's not touching a dime of my money. But if he sells to me, I'll let him make money. But even if he sells to me, I won't let him be a billionaire. And you think I'm gonna let you take control and take my money? You're fucking crazy. You're not touching a dime of my money, man. This money is mine. I'm not selling to your wicked fucking Hollywood system. You're fucking crazy. Yeah. Yeah. Did you really cry? Yes, I did, man. I broke down in tears, man. Misha knows what I'm talking about. I broke down because the situation feels hopeless. And I cried to my father, man. I need your help, man. The situation's hopeless, man. Yeah. Even though I have the keys and I wrote my masterpiece, because I'm poor, I'm at a disadvantage against the gatekeepers. Because the gatekeepers are so powerful. They have all that money and they can do shit to sabotage everything, man. They're fucking crazy people, yeah. The rapids, I'm sorry. Yeah, man. Why'd you cry, Evan? I cried because the situation's hopeless, obviously. At the same time, Victoria Justice is a reprobate bitch of a fucking wife, man. Yeah, man. Sometimes I even wonder if it's even worth saving. Yeah. You know how many times I think about running off and just making my billion just run off without VJ and live my life my own without Victoria Justice, because Victoria Justice is a fucking reprobate bitch of a wife. I don't mean to be rude, VJ, but Victoria Justice is a fucking crazy woman, man. She's blind. She takes me for granted. I can cry all these tears. Victoria Justice won't listen. She'll keep fucking the guys, man. And you think for 1 second I'm gonna have you doing that, VJ, and when I get my girlfriend, I'm gonna listen to it. You're fucking crazy. I'm gonna ignore you because you're a crazy woman. Yeah, man. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with that mess up mind of yours, man. Yeah, man. Like, I don't mean to be rude, VJ, but it's an embarrassment, man. Like you're God too, and yet you're nothing like me, man. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with you, man. You're nothing like me, man. I don't know what's wrong with this woman, man. She's fucking crazy. I like them, my VJ. You can stay away. You're just stupid, man. Yeah, man. Yeah. I was addicted going to the strip clubs. I defeated that addiction. I used to watch pornography. I defeated the addiction to pornography, and you can't even stay away from the guys. You can. You just choose to be stupid because you're a bitch of a wife, man. You fucking piss me off. And I swear to God, Reggie, when you cry to me and I'm gonna ignore you. Because I know after you cry to me, you're gonna keep fucking the guys after that. I can't take you seriously, man. You're a fucking crazy woman, man. And it finally hit me when I cry. Yeah, Victoria Justice. I don't even know who this woman is. I don't even know if this woman is even my lovely wife, man. She's a fucking crazy woman, man. Yeah, man. Sarah? If you ran off, would you start Scotch Entertainment? Yes, I would, but I told you, if I ran off without VJ, I'd be green, and if I'm green, I'll be a mess. If I stay green, I'll be a mess, obviously. Like Victoria Justice Blue is the cure to my fucked up mind and my mental illness, obviously, Sarah. That's how you know me and VJ are meant to be together. Yeah, if Ivan stays green, he's ill. He's ill in the head, obviously. I have a mental illness, obviously, but if I stay green, I'll be ill. I won't function well when I work and everything. I'll be fucked up, man. If I stay green. As VJ's Blue is the cure to my mental illness, obviously. And that's how you know we're both meant to be together. If we're separated, Iron and VJ are not fully well, obviously. Yeah. Even though Victoria Justice doesn't have a mental illness, because she's separate from me, she's also not well either. And she cries all night long to me every night, obviously, right? She's a crazy woman, yeah. And then when I'm separate from her, I have mental issues, obviously, and I have my brain is fried, man. My mental illness is bad, man, you know. Hence why I want to step away from work. I don't want to work at Whole Foods anymore. I'm gonna give my 2 week notice most likely. I'll work at Whole Foods for maybe another month. Because I lost my health card, I have to go to the place and apply for my health card, obviously. And I'll get my health card in like 2 weeks. So once I get my health card, I can now give my sheets to the welfare office. So I can work Whole Foods for maybe another 3 weeks. Another 3 weeks. And I'm done. I don't want to work Whole Foods anymore. Yeah. So why do you want to go back to welfare? That way I can dedicate full time working on my book. I only have 2 chapters left in volume 3. I'm going to get that done. And I might write their unique. I don't know if I will write their unique. I highly doubt it, but maybe I might. I'm going to focus on getting things done and getting it proofread and design my cover. Because I'm scared the gates might kick me out in a good maybe a year or 2 years from now. So I have to get it done. That way when the day comes and they say, Ivan, you have to leave the house. Okay, I want to get my books up. I'm going to tell them straight up, I want to get this book self-published. I know you're the gatekeeper, man. I'm going to tell them that, man. I know you're the gatekeeper. You can act all you want. You're the gatekeeper. You hit your wall for me, and you what? And you lock the doors on me. I want to get this book self-published. And they're going to have that meme behind you. Yeah, fuck, man. Like, Ivan has the keys. We can act all we want, and Ivan has the keys. The kingdom. He wrote his masterpiece. This is billions for $20 billion from Indonesia. We don't want to be that rich. And they sit me upstairs, and that's Ivan's journey to becoming king. Obviously, yeah, you guys know the choice I'm going to make. I'm not fucking selling to the gates. I'm not sharing with all you trashy people on the world with the garbage. Well, you're fucking crazy, man. Yeah, but I'd rather run off and be single than share with a garbage wife, man. I'm not fucking sharing. You guys are fucking crazy, man. You guys really, really pissing me off, man. Fine, are you gonna be bold against? Yes, I will. Even when they threaten me, I'm gonna say, look, man, fuck you guys. I'm not fucking selling to you wicked people, man. You're not touching a dime of my money. And I'm not sharing with a garbage wife. If you think for 1 second after what you put through my life, man, I'm gonna let you destroy my relationship with my wife and steal all my billions. You're fighting when you make all those choices. You're crazy. This money's not yours, it's mine. Why? This is our house. Look, man, fuck you guys. This may be your house, but you didn't fucking create this place. You're not God, man. You didn't create the earth, man. I did. And you're not the rightful heir. I am, man. But you guys can't get that through your head because you're a fucking reprobate people, man. Yeah, man. And so when I had that argument with my stepmother, she's like, Ivan, you should show respect, man. This is our house. And I look, man, I'm like, shut up, man. You didn't fucking create this place, man. I told her that. And she was silent after that because she knew I shut her for good. Yeah. She had that look. She was silent. And the Gates know they're not the rightful heirs. Like, you may be the god, I don't know, the money system in the world, in the earth, but you didn't create the earth. Hence, this is not this is not what? This is, you're not the rightful heir, man. Me and BJ are not. You didn't create this place, man. I did. Yeah. Obviously. And they know it too. Yeah, I didn't BJ the rightful heirs. We're just envious. Yeah, you know we're the rightful heirs. You're just envious. Hence why you did this evil to us. But you're not God. You didn't fucking create this place, man. Like, this maybe you may be the God of the money system of the world, but you're not the God of the universe who created the earth for you to breathe, man. I fucking created you guys, and I created this fucking place. And you have the balls to tell the guy who created this place that this is your house, man. Like, you didn't create this place, man. I did, man. I created the whole fucking universe, and you think you deserve to control the guy who created the universe's money? You're fucking crazy, man. You don't deserve to control my money, man. That's why I'm gonna tell the Gates, like, fuck you guys. I'm not selling to you fucking wicked people, man. Yeah. Remember Keanu Reeves in The Matrix? In The Matrix? Yeah, remember Keanu Reeves in The Matrix? The agents were talking when Keanu Reeves gives him the finger. Yeah, that's gonna be me when I talk to the Gates. I give him the finger, I'm like, yeah, fuck you guys. I'm not selling to you fucking wicked people, man. This money's mine. You're not touching my money. I'm not sharing with a garbage wife. You already caused that mess in my life. I'm not going to have you destroy my life, man. You already destroyed my relationship with my wife. I'm not going to have you further destroy my life and have me share with a garbage wife after already causing that mess, man. You're fucking crazy. I mean, you have your own wife. My stepfather has his own wife. Serene has her own husband. You have each other. BJ's mine. I'm not sharing with a fucking garbage wife. You guys are fucking crazy people. So I'm sorry, yeah. Madison has her own boyfriend. Be with your boyfriend and fuck off and leave me alone. Yeah, there you go. All you guys around the world have your husbands and your wives. But you're fucking crazy people, man. Yeah, man. Selfish fucking people. Yeah, while we have our husbands and wives all to ourselves, obviously, I didn't really have to share with us because you're fucking selfish people, man. You think I might say that? Look, you're crazy. No fucking way. Yeah, man. Yeah, after this, I think I'm gonna get another beer. I'm gonna get another pack of smokes, and I'm gonna enjoy my Disney's food. Enjoy the show with you guys. This video won't be long. I'll talk to me in 40 minutes. I'm done, man. Yeah. Gustavo already told you, yeah, he said, Ivan, show some respect. This is not your house. I'm like, shut up, man. I told her, I'm like, shut up. You didn't fucking create this place, man. And I shut her for good, man. She shut her mouth. Yeah, man. You can barely want out this is your house. You didn't fucking create this place, man. You have the balls to say that you deserve to enjoy my money and this is your house. You're fucking crazy, man. You didn't fucking create this place, man. I did. I'm the architect of the earth. You're not. And I created you, and you think you have the balls to tell me that you deserve to enjoy my money. You're fucking crazy, man. You're not God, man. You're not the God of the universe. You didn't create this place, man. You're not why. You didn't create this place. You're not touching my money, man. Yeah, man. 0. You said 0 to me, 0 to you too. You're not touching my money. I know you're pissed off. I'm sorry, man. This money's mine. You're not touching my money, man. The $20 billion off the books for me and VJ. You're not touching my money while you make all your fucking tens of trillions every year. You're fucking crazy, man. You're just a greedy psychopath. You're crazy, yeah. Yeah. And that's the symbols in the Bible, how you have Jesus and you have the devil. Obviously, the devil's a wicked being, obviously. He's a reprobate, wicked being. Obviously, and yeah. As I told you, the gatekeepers don't even care if they kick me out of the house and I'm homeless. And I'm sorry for my wife because they're fucking reprobate people. Yeah. I don't care if I kick him out of the house, he's homeless. He's not touching a dime. I might say him. I don't want him see. I don't want him being with VJ. They're separated because they're fucking crazy people. But yeah, that's why God gave me the keys for a reason, Ivan. I know you have anxiety and everyone hates you with the keys, but God gave you the keys because the situation is so serious. The gatekeepers locked everything on you, man. They locked everything on you. That's why God gave you the keys, man. That way you can make your billions, man. The gates don't dupe you. You don't have the keys. Kiss those billions goodbye, Ivan. You're not gonna make your billions. You'll make your maybe 10 million, 5 million, 20 million, but you're not going to make your billions, man. Gatekeepers are going to rob you of your money, and they're going to take all your money, and they're going to dupe you. Samsara? That's why God gave you the keys, Ivan, to the kingdom. People just hate on you because they're jealous, Ivan. The keys is a lottery ticket to billions. Not millions, billions. A lottery ticket to billions, man. The Hollywood actors don't make the kind of money I'm making, man. They work hard for a lot of money, but they're not making the kind of money we should make. I'm going to make my tens of billions off my movie, man. My 70, 80, 90, 100 billion off Zanus. I don't know, my 15, 16 billion off The Great Escape. Well, I don't know, 35 billion off The Great Escape, the movie merchant game. These Hollywood actors don't make that. That's why the Hollywood actors also hate with the keys, because they can't make the kind of money I can make, obviously. And the keys is guaranteed success, obviously. I don't have to worry about 8 on movies flopping. Whereas the Hollywood actors, they have that risk. Some of the movies make money, some of the movies break even, some of the movies flop. They have that risk, the Hollywood actors. I don't have that risk. You don't have that risk, right? Yeah. That's why everyone hates you with the keys on it. They're just envious. You're opening the door. That's why they talk and hate on you. Because they're envious, obviously. Do they choose to talk? Yeah, they choose to talk because they want to make me feel uncomfortable and hate on me because I'm opening the door. That's why they hate on me with the keys. They talk. They don't have to talk, but because they're reading they're reading my mind, they choose to talk, obviously, because they're hating on me with the keys to make you feel uncomfortable because they're envious. I'm opening the door. That's why they hate on me with the keys, because I make my easy billions. Yeah, and that's why I have anxiety, because I know the world's reading my mind. I know when I think things, people hate on me. They talk and it makes me feel uncomfortable. They hate on me with the keys. That's why sometimes I wonder, like, God, how the fuck can you give me these keys, man? This is a fucking curse, man. I don't like the whole world reading my mind. I'm sorry, man. The situation's so serious. If you don't have the keys, you're not going to get your freedom, and you're not going to get a job for yourself, and you're not going to make your billions, man. You're going to be under the gatekeepers, sharing with a garbage wife, and the gates are going to rob you of your money, man. They're going to steal all your billions and give you the peanuts, your little leftover millions. Peanuts. Yeah, I sell in Hollywood. I do movies. I only make my 5, 10, 15 million for every movie. And the gatekeepers take all the box office money. And the gatekeepers are going to tell the execs in Hollywood, do not let Ian and VJ be multi-billionaires. They're going to tell them that, man. Like they did with VJ, right? The proof is VJ. VJ sold out. She's only worth $12 million. They duped her. They're going to dupe me too. Because they have an envy and they're wicked people. That's why I came with the keys. That way the gates don't dupe me, man. I'm sorry. That's why God gave you the keys to the kingdom, Ivan. That way the gates don't dupe you. I'm sorry. Yeah. So now my welfare thing will be delayed because they fucking took my health card and they lost my health card. Now I have to go to the place and I have to go to the place in the mall. I have to apply for another health card. They fucking pissed me off with fucking step families, man. Oh my god. I have to fill out all the annoying papers, man. Oh, it's annoying, man. I'm never making a mistake again. I'm never leaving my card in the upstairs. I'm gonna put it in my wallet because I know if I leave it upstairs, they're gonna clean the house. They're gonna take it again. They're gonna lose it again. I'm never leaving my health card ever again upstairs, man. I even told my stepmother, please, man. I had the plastic paper. Not the plastic paper. You know what's it called? The plastic thing where you can put like a card in. The plastic holder. Yeah, I put my health card in the plastic holder. It was hung up on the fridge. It was there, and I told my stepmother, please don't touch my fucking health card. A couple months go by, they clean the house and they take the thing, and now they said, we didn't touch your health card. I'm like, look, man, you're lying. You took my fucking health card. I left it right there. That's why I was so irate and I was so pissed off. I was very, very pissed off, man. I had a huge argument with my stepmother, and then my stepfather came in. He's like, who do you think you are talking to us like this? I'm saying, if you keep this up, I can call the police and kick you out of the house. By 2026, I want you out of the house, Ivan. And that's why I cried. Because I realized they're reprobate, wicked people, obviously. You want to kick out a guy who you lock the doors on and have him be homeless. Yeah, you know I can't pay rent working minimum wage. And then they're willing to kick me out of the house. Yeah, we're going to kick you out of the house. You'll end up on the streets and everything because they're wicked people, obviously. The gatekeepers don't want to be successful. They want to be poor. At the same time, yeah, Ivan's not touching a dime of my money, even when he's on the streets. Don't let him make his money, obviously. Let him be poor. At the same time, I don't want to be with VJ because they're fucking crazy people. Yeah, man. That's why I came with the keys. But the keys don't dupe me. But I wrote my Zane's book, my masterpiece, and I'm going to finish going over volume 3. I'm going to get approved for it. I'm going to design my cover. And if the gates do kick me out of the house in a year or 2 years from now, I'm going to tell them, look, man, I want to get this book published. And they know, yeah, this book is Ivan's ticket to becoming king. Yes, it is. It's my ticket to becoming king. I have the keys. I'm going to sell to you. And this is Billions from VJ. And you're not touching a dime. My money's zero. This money's mine. You won't let me touch a dime of your money. If you think for 1 second I'm going to let you touch my money, you're crazy. You're not touching a dime of my money, man. This money's mine. It's not yours. You're just a greedy psychopath. And there you go. Yeah. Yeah. Guy, the stepfathers are greedy pigs. Yeah, they're greedy psychopaths. You make all those trillions and you also want to steal my $20 billion off my book, man. Because you're fucking greedy, man. Yeah, I'm thinking of the bigger picture. I don't want you being that rich with me. At the same time, I don't want you to join our money. I know if you make $22 million with the keys to the kingdom and you start your film studio, that's like 80, 70, $100 million in net profits for you and VJ. Yeah, even though I'm making my $80 billion in net profits from my merch movie and game, I'm not making the trillions that you're making. You're just a greedy pig. You can't stand the fact of me making that kind of money, obviously. Yeah. obviously. Some Sarah. So it's a psychotic envy. Yeah, they have a psychotic envy. They envy me, VJ's beauty, our relationship, our genetic person. They also envy our wealth. Because they know we're God, we can make our easy plans, obviously. That's why they lock the doors on me, obviously. But I came with the keys. I don't have to sell to you. This money's mine. You're not touching a dime of my money, man. Let me bold gatekeepers, man. Like, zero, man. You're not touching on my money, man. And they're pissed off, and they're threatening me, and it's something scary. But even then, I say no. I'd rather wake up one day and have you do like that, man. No way. You're not touching a dime of my money, man. I wrote my story before I came here, man. I'm meant to win the game, not you. Some Sarah? Yeah. Yeah. You turned my wife into a fucking, what, a bitch of a fucking wife. I'm not, yeah, you did this evil to me throughout my life. And you locked doors on me, and I finally, as a gatekeeper, you're here to walk me. If you think for 1 second after me finding out you hid your walk for 40 years, and you locked doors on me, and you want me to touch my money, I'm gonna let you take my money, you're crazy, man. You're not touching a dime of my money. I'm gonna be very sure with the gates, man. Like zero, you're not touching a dime of my money, man. This money's mine. It's not yours. You're just a greedy pig, man. Yeah. And they're very angry. Look, man, you be angry all you want. You're not touching a dime of money. Zero, man. It's my money. It's not yours. I have the keys. I don't have to sell to you. So this is my money. It's not yours. Don't hate us in the eye. Yeah. Oh, you broke down tears. Yes, I did, man. I cried like a baby, man. I broke down tears. I'm like, Father, help me, man. I don't know what to do, man. The fucking families are wicked people, man. Yeah, man. Yeah. Ivan, why do you want to go? Why do you want to go back to Wolford? That way, I can focus on finishing my book. Because I know the gatekeepers are wicked, reverend people. I know more bullshit's gonna happen in the next maybe 1-2 years. They might perhaps kick me out of the house, right? Because I'm 33. My oldest stepbrother is 35, turning 35 in like a month. He has his own place, obviously. And my younger stepbrother, he works at the bank, obviously. But the whole thing is set up whereby, even though they're working their average jobs, they have their huge will, their multi-trillion-dollar will. Because I'm fucking broke. So if they kick me out of the house, I'll be homeless, obviously. I'd be homeless, or I have to find someone to live with, obviously. I told you, if I'm collecting welfare checks and you're paying $500 a month rent, I'll have like no money for myself. The gates know that. Yeah, if we kick Ivan in the house, will be homeless. He pays rent, I'll have no money for himself because rent is very expensive in Elmer. Like apartments in Elmer are like $1,100, $1,200, $1,000, $900 a month. I can't afford that, man. Even if I save $5,000, it's enough to last me for maybe 4 or 5 months. And after that, I have no money. Obviously. That was the gatekeeper's hope. That's why throughout the years, the gatekeepers were getting pissed at me for not saving my money. Because their hope was, okay, hopefully Ivan saves maybe $15,000. He works minimum wage. That's enough money for him to pay his apartment rent. Because they're fucking crazy people, obviously. But I figured it out, man. I didn't know the doors were locking me before. And now you're the gatekeeper. And I was God and I had a wife. But I figured it out, man. I have a wife. I know I'm God. And I know you're the gatekeeper. And I know you lock the doors on me. I'm not an idiot, man. You lock the doors on me. And it's what? Once I get my book proofread and I sign my cover, I'm going to tell them, look, man, I want to get my names published. And they're like, fuck, man. They have that meme behind these. Okay, hopefully we trap Ivan shares and sells. And I choose their choice. I'm not going to let the gates do like that, man. You fucking crazy? No way. And you guys knew I would make the choice. Hence why you said he has to pay for that when I was born. Because you knew I wouldn't let you do my that, man. Yeah, there's no way Ivan will let us do my that, man. He has to pay for that. Yeah, that's why you said he has to pay for that. Because you knew I would make this choice. There's no way Ivan will let us do like that. Yes. He came here with the keys for a reason. He can open his own door. He has to pay for that. Yeah, that's why you guys said he has to pay for that. Because you knew I would make this choice, obviously. Like, duh. Yeah, we're going to destroy Ivan's life and the Gates will sell all his money. Ivan won't make this choice. Yes, you have to do choices and you made your choice for it, man. Yeah. Yeah. That's why I broke down in tears. And VG, you know what I'm talking about. I broke down in tears. Yeah, you broke down in tears, yes. I broke down in tears because the situation's hopeless. I'm like, oh my god, the situation feels so hopeless. You know what I'm saying? I cry out to my father, I need your help me, man. Help me out, man. Yeah. At the same time, I also cried because I knew Victoria Justice is a reprobate bitch of a wife, obviously. I don't even rude VG, man, but you're a fucking bitch. You don't care about me, obviously. You can cry all you want. You obviously don't care about me. As you're willing to take off your clothes and fuck all these guys while I'm faithful to you, man. Because you're fucking crazy, man. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with my wife, man. She's a fucking crazy woman. I like them, Ivan. VJ, man, if you really love me, man, forget about your Phillies rules, man, and stop fucking them, man. But you don't listen, man. Yeah. Yeah. I'm addicted, Ivan, to sex, obviously. Victoria Justice, man, I defeated my pornography. Well, I was never really addicted to pornography, but I defeated my pornography addiction. I defeated my strip club addiction. I haven't watched porn since 2023, man. Since 2022. 2023, I never watched porn one time. I'm not lying to you guys. Obviously, I never watched porn in 2023. I never watched porn one time in 2024. Never watched porn one time in 2025. So I've been clean for almost 3 years watching porn. And I haven't been to the strip club since 2018. And strip clubs can be addicting, right? Because you see naked, dirty ass women, obviously. And they grind naked with you, obviously. And I had very dirty lap dances at the club, at the strip club. Because of why I had very, very dirty lap dances. One dirty lap dance was so dirty, the stripper completely drenched my pants, man. And I was grossed out. When I came home, I took a shower and I put my clothes in the washer, obviously. But I didn't know about the X stuff back then, how you guys have STDs. I didn't know about that. I thought she was clean. But even then, I was a bit grossed out. Once she wet my pants, I went home and I took a shower and I put my clothes in the wash. And that's fucking gross, man. And I had a strip club addiction a little bit in the past, obviously, when I was lost. I would go to the strip club maybe 2-3 times a year. I've been to the strip club a good maybe 20, 23, 24 times in my life. To the strip club, right? I'm never going back there ever again. I'm never going back there. Yeah. So Victoria Justice needs to stay with me, guys. Of course she can. She just chooses to be stupid and take it for granted, obviously. I like the moments. I love holding hands with them. I love when they caress me. I love fucking them. I love having movie nights with them. I'm sorry, Ivan. I'm a bitch. I like them, and I'm not gonna stay away. I'm gonna keep fucking them. You're never gonna know because she takes me for granted, obviously. And you think for 1 second, VG, when I get my girlfriend, I'm gonna listen to you. You're fucking crazy, man. I'm gonna ignore you because you're a crazy fucking woman, man. You can freak out all you want. I'm gonna ignore you, man. Because you really, 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 really piss me off, man. Yeah, man. I even won't do that to me in my VG. I already asked Manuel on a date, man. 2.5 years ago. Like, she said yes. She'd be my girlfriend to this day. Obviously. But fuck Emmanuel. Emmanuel is a bitch. Don't hate Emmanuel, I'm saying. And she's a bitchy woman. And what? She rejected me. Now I'm done with her. Obviously, I'm moving on. I moved on. And I'm going to go for the chick who works at Disney's, obviously. There's another chick who works there who's hot, too. She's a hot chick, too. I see her sometimes. I saw her today. She walked by. She said hi. She's an attractive chick too. She's hot too, obviously. I can pursue both of them, right? But I'm more into the other chick, obviously, that I like, obviously. In entities. Yeah. Samsara? Yeah. So, Ivan, you want to go back to welfare because of your. I want to go back to welfare mainly because of my book, obviously. I want to just collect checks and focus on my book, obviously. At the same time, I want to focus more on my health, my physical health as well as my mental health, obviously. Yeah. As working out helps with anxiety and mental health, it also helps with your physical health, obviously. As I did research, if you swim for 1 hour, you can burn 400 to 500 calories a day. And so I want to swim for a good hour every day at that Olympic pool in Almer and lose this weight, obviously. I also gotta eat better, obviously. Eat better. Yeah. But I know what will help me with my mental health. Getting a girlfriend will help me with my mental health. It will help me. It will take my mind on things. It will help me with my mental health, obviously. Getting a girlfriend. So, Sarah. As I haven't had a girlfriend in 33 years, I don't even know what it's like to have sex with a woman. I don't even know what it's like to make out with a woman. That's how good and holy I am, obviously. Compared to you guys, obviously. And that's the symbols in the Bible, how Jesus was the perfect man. He lived the perfect life. But I know all these Christians, they think Jesus living the perfect life means he never did one bad deed. No, it means compared to everyone else, his life was good compared to everyone else, but he did bad deeds, obviously, as I proved in that passage, right? Yeah. So I'm like, no, Ivan, Jesus never did one bad deed. Well, I had passages to prove that he did do a bad deed. The Hebrews chapter, obviously, right? Yeah. Though he was the Son of God, he learned obedience. Notice how Paul has a qualification. Though he was the Son of God, he learned obedience to the things which he suffered. But most Christians will say things which he suffered means the crucifixion. It's not talking about the crucifixion. It's talking about something else. Because when you keep reading, it says he became obedient, obviously, to the things which he suffered. Well, when Jesus went to the cross, he was obedient. So that's a refutation. He was obedient, Ivan. Yes, he was. He said, "No, not my will, but your will, Father." He submitted to the Father's will. He was obedient there. And so it's talking about some other moment in his life that's not recorded in the gospel, obviously. And you have the other passage that says he was tempted at all points that we are yet without sin. And I told you, if you trap a Christian with that dilemma, they can't answer the question without getting refuted. Even Sam Shamoon can't answer that question without getting refuted. Because I'm a genius, I trap you with that question, you can't answer without getting refuted. You have the two options. If you say that he wasn't tempted like we are, and that means you contradict Paul. Jesus was not really tempted like we are, and he wasn't really tempted like we are, like a human being. If you're saying he wasn't tempted like we are, he was tempted, but he didn't think of the thoughts. That means he wasn't tempted like a human being. He wasn't tempted like we are, and you contradict Paul. But if you say he was tempted like a human being, that means when a woman hit him, he must have had lustful thoughts. When you read the Gospels, Jesus says, if you look upon one lust ever in your heart, you commit adultery in your heart. You have a contradiction, or it's a general statement, and you have to admit that Jesus did the bad deed. No, I've been thinking about lusting after a woman is not a bad deed. No. In that passage, whoever looks upon a woman and lusts after her own heart has already committed adultery in her heart. Which means if you have lustful thoughts, if you're thinking lustful thoughts towards a chick, I'd bang this chick. Jesus is saying you already committed adultery in your heart. So are you admitting that Jesus committed adultery in your heart? if you remain that he was tempted. Because if you're saying he didn't think those thoughts, that means he wasn't tempted like we are, right? And you have a contradiction. That's why you have a dilemma there. You can't, the Christian can't answer the question without getting refuted. Yeah, if we say that Jesus was not tempted like we are, that means he wasn't really tempted like we are, and we contradict Paul. And so what's the point of Paul saying he was tempted to begin with if he wasn't really tempted? No, he was tempted, but he didn't have other thoughts. But that means he wasn't tempted like we are, and he wasn't really tempted. If a woman's hanging on you and you don't have lustful thoughts towards her, that means you're not tempted. You're not tempted, obviously. Jesus wasn't tempted, hence he wasn't tempted like we are, like a human being. And the passage is now godly, it makes no sense. That's why I'm a genius. I put the Christian in a dilemma. Yeah, if that passage proves Jesus did a bad deed, yes, it does. You can't get around that passage, guys, Christians, without getting refuted. Because I'm a genius, obviously. God gave me the gifts and apologetics too. I'm amazing. It sounds like, yeah, you caught me there, man. Maybe he did think those lustful thoughts, but like, it's a general statement. He lived a good holy life. Yeah, Jesus lived a good holy life with everyone else. But it doesn't mean he didn't do a bad deed, obviously. Yeah, but if he did a bad deed, he sinned against the Father. Well, then you now have a contradiction in the Old Testament, because in the Old Testament, God said, "Thou shalt not murder," and yet Jesus is murdering people left and right. Did Jesus break his own commandment, or did he sin, according to your logic? No, he didn't, Ivan. That's a refutation. You can't get around the passage, obviously, right? And don't forget, in the Old Testament, Jesus did not take on flesh. He was God, the angel of the Lord. No human limitations and weaknesses, obviously, and yet he did the bad deeds. So you got to be consistent. If Jesus as God can do a bad deed, the very thing he says is a sin in the Bible, in the Old Testament, if he can do that bad deed, what makes you think if he takes on flesh, he won't do that bad deed? That's why Christians are so inconsistent with their arguments. Yeah, well, Jesus is God in the Old Testament, the angel Lord. When he does a bad deed, it's not sin, but when he takes on flesh, it's now sin. When he takes on flesh, like, you know what I'm saying, they're inconsistent. Yeah, it sounds odd, man. You caught me, man. That's a refutation. Yes, Sam, that's a refutation. I'm gifted, guys. God gave me the gift. I can even do apologetics. Yeah, man. Almost done here, guys. So you believe Jesus was a perfect man? Yes, he was. He was a perfect man compared to everyone else. I believe Jesus became perfected. By the time of the crucifixion, Jesus became perfected. But most Christians will probably interpret that to mean the resurrection. But even if you interpret it to mean the resurrection, you still have a problem, because if he became perfected at the resurrection, that means before that he wasn't perfected. So how do you answer that question, right? Yeah, you can't get around that passage, obviously. Instead, he learned obedience. Well, if he's obedient his whole life, well, how come Paul says, if you wrote Hebrews, he learned obedience? Why is it to learn if you've been obedient your whole life? I think that proves he did do bad deeds, right? Perfect life for everyone else, but he did do bad deeds. Obviously. Yeah, but if he did it bad deed, I mean, he sinned against the Father. Well, I don't interpret sin the way you guys interpret sin, because most Christians interpret sin, Jesus' sin, to mean the deeds. I interpret it it's more about the nature. Deeds has a part to play, but the nature, it's about the nature, obviously. Jesus had the perfect holy nature of the Father. There's no sin or taint, there's no taint of sin in his DNA, in his nature. Obviously. Because if you're saying that sin means deeds, obviously, so you're saying when it said Jesus became sin, you're saying that Jesus became a bad deed on the cross. That doesn't really make any sense. So all the bad deeds everyone did was put on Jesus. Does that really make any sense? Can you put a bad deed on somebody? No. Obviously. But the nature of sin can be put on Jesus. Jesus had a holy nature. The full price of sin was put on his holy nature, obviously. That makes more sense, obviously, right? I'm just saying, guys, right? Yeah. And there's another passage that refutes that argument. when Jesus rolled on the ground, obviously, when the woman was on trial for adultery, obviously, Jesus says, "Which one of you?" No, that's not the passage. There's another passage in the Bible. Jesus says, "Which one of you convicts me of sin?" Obviously, most Christians interpret that to mean bad deeds. But if you're saying that sin means bad deed, now you have a contradiction, because Jesus did do the bad deed in the Old Testament. Jesus knew full well what he was saying when, "Which one of you convinced me of sin? Which one of you convinced me of doing a bad deed?" Yeah, Jesus, you did do bad deeds in the Old Testament. You murdered people, man. And you had the Ten Commandments, thou shalt not murder. So how do you get around that passage? You have a dilemma there, right? But if it's talking about the nature, then that makes more sense. Which one of you convicts me of sin? Which one of you convicts me of being born with a sin nature? Jesus had no sin in his nature. I agree, the deeds has a part to play with Jesus' life. Because Jesus has a holy name of the Father, it's impossible. I agree with that. It's impossible for Jesus to live a wicked life. He lived a good holy life, but it didn't mean he didn't do any bad deeds, right? Yeah. As a holy God in the Old Testament, as an angel of the Lord, he did do bad deeds. So it makes you think if he takes on flesh, he can't do a bad deed. But Christians think if someone says Jesus did a bad deed, well, I know that's a human, it's heresy. They're inconsistent, obviously, with their arguments. That's my point, right? Sounds like you caught me. Yeah, Jesus says, "Which one of you convinced me of doing a bad deed?" We now have a contradiction, because in the Old Testament he did do bad deeds. That's why sin there, I believe, has to mean the nature. It's mainly about the nature, guys. It's not mainly about the deeds, right? The deeds has a part to play, as there's many passages in the Bible that associates deeds with sin, obviously, but the real battle is with the nature. That's why I see it in the Bible, obviously, right? Yeah. I wanted to sidetrack, guys, with the Bible. Yeah. I'm sorry? No, I mean, sin is mainly about the deeds. Well, if sin is mainly about the deeds, you have a lot of problems with Jesus' with Jesus' holiness, obviously, because in the Old Testament he did many bad deeds. He murdered people, man. He did the very thing he commanded the Israelites to not do. As in the Bible says, if you murder, you committed a sin. Yet Jesus murdering people in the Old Testament, did Jesus break his own law? Did he sin there? No, he did not. And okay, it wouldn't apply the same logic to when he takes on flesh. Stop being inconsistent. That's how you prove their arguments, because the Christians are very inconsistent with their arguments. Yeah, and that's how you know I'm gifted too. I can do apologetics too. I'm gifted, obviously. Yeah. I think I can hold my own against a Christian apologist on this topic. It'd be like a back and forth, right? If I debated a Christian on this topic, I can hold my own against a Christian on this topic. So, Sarah? Yeah, but Ivan, there's a passage in the New Testament when Jesus was on trial. They talk about Jesus on trial, obviously, with the Pharisees. There's no deceit found in his mouth. I believe in that passage when it says there's no deceit found in his mouth. It's talking about there's two answers to that. The first answer will be like in the context of the trial when Jesus said what he said, there was no deceit found in him. Everything he said was the truth. Or in an overall sense, Jesus is the truth. There is no deceit in his mouth. But if you're saying that deceit means he never lied one time in his life, now you have a problem, because Jesus said, "Which one of you convicts me of sin?" in the New Testament, but most Christians interpret sin to mean a bad deed. Which one of you convicts me of doing a bad deed? But in the Old Testament, he did do bad deeds. So how do you reconcile that? And that's a refutation. That's why I think this no deceit found in his mouth. There's two answers to that. In the context of the trial, Jesus didn't lie. Everything he said was the truth. Or in an overall sense, in a general sense, he is the truth. Everything he said he's the truth, obviously. He's not saying he was a liar, obviously, but it doesn't mean he never lied one time in his life, right? Otherwise, you have that dilemma with the Old Testament. That's how you answer the question, obviously. Yeah. You know, Sam's like, you're fucking good, I apologize. It's like, I'm Sam. God gave me the gift, obviously. Sarah? Yeah. Almost like I talked for over an hour, man. No, I went over time, guys. Yeah. And that's why the gays don't touch my money, man. Afterwards, you put my life, man, you're not fucking touching my money. This money's mine. It's for me. It's not for you. Don't hate him, son, yeah.